Okay. I like it when there's interviews, when there's two people together, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why right now. The reason why is because you can kind of see, like for me, I can see right now when you put me in a room with other people, I'm too nice, I'm too soft. As I was walking up, there was another girl that was going to the same place that I was going to. Now I'm gonna tell you, you can tell, like most of these places, like telemarketing places and things like that, you can look at people and you can see that they have had a hard life, and that's no surprise because who does telemarketing? You know what I'm saying? Who says I want to grow up and be a telemarketer? Who says instead of having a guaranteed check, whether it's $400 a week or even $300 a week or $200 depending on how many hours you work, who says, okay, I want to work somewhere where I don't know if what my check is going to be, where the base salary is below minimum wage for the number of hours that I work, and where you know, you don't, where the people know that you're easily dispendable because they know this is a job that nobody wants. So obviously if you're there because you're in a bind. Okay, now if the person says you start tomorrow, then I probably would have went ahead and jumped on it because I would like to have some money in my pocket by next Monday or Tuesday, okay? But what this person says to me, and today's only Tuesday, okay, is that, okay, I'm going this way, but I should be going that way, and I am going to go that way. Don't know what time the bus is coming, but I'm going that way. Or no, I'm not. I'm going to Federal Highway, but because it's right here. But okay, the thing that I'm noticing, I'm gonna say one, and these people you never know because they try to get you to do and they rape you basically. But the lady seemed really nice and personable, and I knew that I was too nice because when I walked in there with the other lady, again, you're selling stuff. You can't just be like, oh yeah, that's perfect, and that's me. I'm an agreeable person. Everything's perfect, and if it's not perfect, I'll make it perfect. You know, that's how I am. So, like, cause I'm glad I walked in with the other girl. She was a little hard, and maybe it was, and you never know. Maybe it was set up that way. Maybe she actually works there, and she was just kind of filling me out. And so when we in it, she's like, we have, what are the shifts? These are the two shifts. This is what the other person did at the last job I went to. She was like, oh, she didn't make it easy for them. She was like, oh, well, I can be available this time because I have this, that, and the other. She made it so the employer had to bend to her a little bit. And that's what I need to do. Instead of everything is perfect, it's too easy. You don't have nothing to do with this job, but this job don't care nothing about you, you know? And so the girl was just like, oh no, I can't work that shift. I prefer to work this shift. And so what she did, the way she sold herself, I prefer to work this shift, and you can see it in her face. And then the questions that she asked wasn't really about, how to function the job. Me, I jumped right in, and I want to know how to make the job work for me. You know what I'm saying? What was needed so that I can go ahead and start doing it. Her concern was her. She know the basics, and that's it. Now, on top of that, the lady was also like, I don't know. I mean, she didn't, like for me, she was like, oh, I only have the 12 to 6:30 shift available. I was like, oh yeah, that's perfect. And the other girl was just like, no, I prefer the day shift. And so what ended up happening as a result of her being that way was she was like, well, I can check with the owner because the owner has the last word, and the owner will be able to say whether or not there's another slot available for day. So she makes it so that the company sacrificed something in order to have her, where I'm too easy. I'm like that in my personal dealings. I'm too easy. I'm like, oh yeah, everything's perfect because I want everything to be perfect so we can move on to other stuff. But the thing is that if people don't have to, and this is the art of worldly wisdom, which I admit I absolutely have none of, where if they don't have to invest anything.
Where the car? You gotta stop for the car.
If they don't invest anything in you, oh, this little boy and a dog and a daddy. How about that? See, people got normal lives going on here. What do I have? Not a damn thing. oh, there's a motel over here. I want to check out this motel. I don't know what it is. I have after this rat situation, I have a fascination with motels now, and it's kind of cute. It's like in the little cut. I really wouldn't mind staying in a motel for real, you know, if the internet worked. I really would, and I can afford to. I don't know what's happening with me, but we're gonna see. I'm not even excited about this job because it sounds like a ripoff to me already, because what she's saying to me, it doesn't make sense. First of all, let me address the difference between me and this other girl. So the other girl is selling herself, and I think I made the point, because basically she's not smiling, she doesn't seem happy to be there. She's like, oh, this is just another piece of shit job, which it probably is, you know. And you can tell she's probably been drinking, boozed up, sexed up, everything else you could think of. And the lady, I was asking her questions. Instead of answering the question, she kept telling me how ambitious she thought I was, how well-spoken, and how money hungry I was. And I'm just like, you know, I asked you a question. My question was, when do you get paid? Okay, you get paid your commissions on Monday, but do you get paid your salary on Tuesday? Oh, if they pay you, it's in advance. It's going to be in advance. So if she's telling me it's in advance, that means somewhere down the line, you're going to be short a week. Because if they're saying it as an advance, that means when you leave, they may take that quote-unquote advance back. You see? So I don't think I need to even call them, because I'd rather be shit-ass out in the street, which I probably will be, than to get ripped off. You know, I don't feel like being ripped off. I really don't. It's just not my thing. So, you know, I've had it happen before, and, you know, I was like, I have to explain it to her again. I shouldn't have to explain that to her again. I'm not calling her tomorrow. So it would have been nice if that would have worked out, but it didn't. The other girl already knew. She's like, I'm out. So what happened as a result of that girl playing hardball is that the owner is actually going to call her to find out if he can have her work during the day or not, which makes more sense, because during the day, early in the morning, is when the decision makers for the businesses are going to be there anyhow, you know? So yeah. And when I went, well, the night shift was still there. It was busy, but I don't know. I hate stupidity, and I could tell that, you know, like the lady said, she said there's a big difference between that other girl and me. Okay, what's the difference was that I had stupid written on my face because I'm too nice. Too nice. And then she was going to hold me there even longer and take up my time because I was nice. And so at that point, I'm glad I saw that, because I was like, okay, just straight up, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, how ambitious you think I am. What I'm asking you about is pay. It has absolutely nothing to do with the pay, you know. So that's that. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just glad I'm dressed out and out, because I needed to buy toothpaste anyways. And I needed fruit. And, you know, whatever happens, happens. And I'm happy with it. Like I said, nobody here really knows me or cares about me. So if I'm pushing, or maybe they do, I don't know. I have pictures and stuff posted everywhere. But if I'm pushing a cart down the street, I'm okay with that, because nobody cared about me before then. Nobody's going to care about me after then. So fuck all of y'all. But I'm not going to put myself in a position to be disrespected. Again, I know that, you know, God, like they said, looks after fool and babes. And I really am both, because I think that's why he's made it so the last couple of interviews I happened to be there with other people, so I could see how other people interacted, you know. And there's a big difference. I come off as stupid because I'm too nice, and I'm not stupid. I just want to hurry up and get in the job. I'm hoping these people, like, I fall in love with the job immediately just because it's a job, and I want them to fall in love with me just like that as well. There's a lot of places for rent over here, but I'm in Hollywood, by the way, but I want them to fall in love with me immediately too. But it doesn't work like that. They're all about money, you know. And if you're too nice, you're not going to get anywhere. You got to make people feel like they've invested something in you. This dog is about to break his neck trying to get at me. And so that's what it is. But there's some nice duplexes here. And I don't know why, you know, but I'm not like frantic. I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I'm not, I guess, whatever from that should be, probably because I know enough to know that I'm just fucking fed up. You know what I'm saying? I'm fed up. I know that the jobs and shit is a bunch of bullshit, especially the type of jobs that I'm looking at. I haven't met any good people. I know that's on the one side, but then I look at me too. I'm very picky about people, places, and things, and how things are done. So That's it. You know, I don't know how to manipulate people. I have to learn how to do that, I guess. But I really don't. I don't know how to manipulate. I have no desire to manipulate. It's just not me. I'm not a manipulative person. I believe in telling it like it is, but I am too nice, meaning that it might go the other way. Just for y'all that don't know, this is what a mango tree looks like, guys. It's beautiful, isn't it? This one is unripened, well past the mangoes, but that's a mango tree, guys. But so yeah, and the amount of mangoes that come off the tree is ridiculous. I knew of somebody, and that's the sad thing too. Like, I can't really say I know somebody because nobody knows me. If they say they know me, it's funny. The people that may have spoken to me intimately and know me and that would know me, they don't know me. They say they don't know me. The people that don't know me, that from afar they never talk to me or nothing like that, they would say that they do. You know, so yeah. I'm looking at this house that I'm walking by. The number is 1821, and I remember. Remember when my heart broke? But I remember in the news a few months back there was a rape that took place of some girl, and the number was 1821, and it was in Hollywood. I don't think it was the street though. But anyhow, or maybe it was the street. What street am I on? It may have been the street. I'm not going to But anyhow, I'm going to go buy my toothpaste, and I hope I do the right thing when I get home. If I don't, I have to suffer the consequences, and it doesn't matter who sees or knows the consequences. Why? Because I don't have family anymore, so it doesn't really matter, you know. And whatever happens to my life from this point forward is simply what happens. I've never been ashamed of anything. I always was worried about disappointing my mother. That's about it. But, you know, I don't have to worry about it no more. I don't have to worry about any of that. So I'm just going to live my life really the way that it was meant to be lived. And, oh, look at this. Answer quest. Identify, hire, and retain. Okay. I wonder what that is. I just missed the bus. And I don't know where the next bus stop is. Okay, there's one behind me. I'm going to walk to the next one going up. But anyways, yeah, so that's the thing I was talking about, the difference between me and this girl interviewing. She was selling herself, meaning that she was holding out. She won't just like, oh yeah, everything's perfect, you know, where I was, you know. And then the other part of it was that because of the way that I was too nice. The woman was trying to sell me on this job to get ripped off, you know. So it's all about selling and holding out. I don't hold out, as y'all can see. I post everything on the internet, so, but I don't know. I mean, I think there's got to be a place for honesty somewhere in life, you know. And I don't know. That's what I'm gonna be, you know, until. But I know that if I'm gonna survive like much longer, that I'll probably have to change, because the real world, you know, with no support, no encouragement, you know, the real world doesn't operate on honesty. You know, in order to make it, you have to be able to be persuasive. Persuasion involves a lot of Machiavellianistic things like manipulation, perception management, all of that stuff that I've never done because I felt all of that is lying, you know, so I've never done that. But we'll see how life turns out. You know, I'll still be posting and vlogging everything until I can't post and vlog anymore. So, anyways, bye.